Hello together and welcome to my channel. So yesterday I did a video on my thoughts on abortion, and since then I have watched another two videos on the topic, and both of them I will link in the description. There was one by, I think the channel is called Philosophy Tube, which was really a great video. It made me think quite a bit and changed my thoughts on a couple of points, or at least added new perspective, which is great. And then I watched this video here, Ben Shapiro destroys the abortion argument. And at first I thought his video was really also good. It was it kind of captured me and made me think, and he made a strong argument for the fact that how should you say, that you can't, it really makes no sense, or it's very hard to define at which point a fertilized egg becomes a human with human rights. And so he said, if you can't point to a certain point logically, and for every argument basically that you can make, there is a counter argument that stops this argument from being effective again. So for example, some people said, yeah, well, you can only detect brainwaves after this or that week. And so then Ben Shapiro says, yeah, but if someone is in a coma and he is brain dead, do you then kill them? Or can you kill them? And isn't that illegal? And so why shouldn't it be illegal to kill a baby that doesn't have any brainwaves yet, that will have brainwaves soon? So, and basically he was very, how do you say? Don't know the word. Like, very on the point, no exceptions. And also what I really liked was he's saying no more euphemisms, no more calling it an abortion or family planning or whatever. Let's call it what it is, which is you go into the body of a woman with surgical instruments and you cut apart a small fetus or a baby, and then you take it out and you throw it away. So, okay, but then after I finished watching this video and I was kind of mulling it over, I started to think, okay, so Ben is really, I will cut this out, but I have to look up this word because I really need this word. So the word is consistent. So he is very consistent on the principle that human life has a value. Human life has like an innate value. We talked about this in the last video. And so you can't just kill a baby because it's inconvenient to you. Okay, so he is very consistent on this principle, which I think it's good. I think you have to be consistent on principles, else you're just saying whatever you want in the moment. But then I asked him, okay, or I was thinking to myself, okay, Mr. Ben Shapiro, are you also so consistent about the circumcision question? Because I guess he isn't. I haven't looked into it a lot. I've seen one video. I will put the clip, insert it in here, like right now.
Okay, so now I want to race through some of the policy proposals. I want to get one out of the way immediately because people think the reason you came on here was to discuss circumcision, which was not the reason you came on the show and not the reason I asked you on the show. So your position on circumcision, you're anti-circumcision, but you are not in favor of banning it. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's generally right. I mean, I have two young boys, and when the first was born, my wife dug into various reasons for circumcising your kids, and then she was unconvinced, and then she convinced me to be unconvinced, shall we say. But I've attended my friends' bris for their son, and it's up to parents what they want to do, and certainly for any like a religious or cultural reason. Like people should be free to adopt whatever they want for their children.
So fine, we're cool. Because there's some the medical evidence is at best conflicting. Sometimes it's trendy, sometimes it's not. There's talk about the prevention of penile cancer, urinary tract infection, and stuff. But the fact is that as long as you're not looking to ban it, I don't care, right? Your perspective on it is your perspective. Fine.
And so in this video, he talks about, yeah, as long as you don't want to ban circumcision, then I am fine with you, because then I can keep doing it because I'm Jewish and it's part of my culture. Like, I come from a Jewish family, so I know what it's all about, that circumcision is super important to the Jewish tradition, and yeah, I've been circumcised myself for that reason. And so there he is all of a sudden very much about the euphemisms and about letting everybody decide for themselves. Now, I could make the same argument against circumcision that he made against abortion in his video that I've linked down there, which is, okay, so it's not okay to take a fully grown human being, strap him onto a table, maybe give him narcotics so that he passes out, or maybe not, because most of religious circumcisions are made without, what's the name? Without narcotics, so without, So you take this grown-up man, you strap him onto a table, and then you start taking a scissor and taking some clamps and start cutting into his foreskin and start cutting it off from his penis. So, because that's what circumcision is, it's a stupid euphemism for cutting off the foreskin from a penis. And that's what you do. And he put this graphic image of a child that was being killed, as he calls it, by this abortion guy. And it's a sad image. Yes, it looks horrible. But I think just for contrast, I will put this image right next to an image of an ongoing circumcision surgery on a small boy. So that you can see that this also doesn't look nice. But there he glosses over and says, yeah, as long as it's not banned, and so then I'm fine with you, and blah. And so that just kind of got me mad a little bit, or actually a lot, this morning when I really started to think about this and how hypocritical it is. Yeah, so it's good to be solid on principle and to be consistent and to take the principle seriously and take it to its limit, and not just be, oh yeah, but now it's not so convenient, so now I will throw my principle away. But if you take a grown man and you cut off a part of his penis, that is, it's probably bodily assault or something. It's like serious bodily injury, and you don't have the right to do that. And you will be charged before a court of law. As he said in his video, if you murder a baby, then you are charged with first-degree murder. So if you cut off a man's foreskin, then you are charged with assault. But somehow in Ben Shapiro's imagination, or in his way of seeing the world, if you do it at an age of 8 days after birth, then it is no problem at all. And then it is just your right to live your religious tradition. And I don't care about your religious tradition or how much you want your religious tradition or how much it means to you. That doesn't give you the right to infringe on the bodily integrity of another human being, which by Ben's definition, if even a fetus is a human being, then certainly an 8-day-old baby is a human being, and you do not have the right to impose or to infringe on the bodily integrity of another human being just because your religion says that you should do that. I mean, yeah, that's the same argument. And so I don't see him making that argument very often. And so if I'm not very very popular on YouTube. So, but if Ben, if you ever see this, then please consider that these two positions kind of, they don't go together for me so well, or if they do, then someone please explain to me how this works. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say on this topic. So please let me know what you think about circumcision and about abortion and about this bringing together these two arguments. Let me know what you think. I hope you found it interesting, and I hope to see you on another video sometime. Bye.